secrets that the top 1% of clothing brand owners would never tell you.
Number 1, dead inventory kills a business. Please, I repeat, please stop ordering in bulk, especially if you're just starting out your brand and you have no audience or people or fan base to actually buy your product right away. A lot of people nowadays are ordering merchandise in bulk from a manufacturer and letting the boxes sit at your house. You're spending $1,000 on a bulk order to let it sit at your house. If you're ordering merch and inventory that you know you will not sell within the 30-day period, then it's dead inventory. And lack of capital by ordering in bulk and getting charged and taxed by manufacturers for samples will not benefit your business. The best thing to do is to do pre-order or just get the samples in, get content pictures, and then just sell and put it inside of your shipping policy that it takes 2 to 4 weeks. So when I said do pre-order and get samples, you would go to your manufacturer and say, hey, I need samples of this type of product. You have to be extremely in detail with these manufacturers or they'll do it wrong. Then you would just sell your sample, but putting it in a shipping policy that it takes 2 to 4 weeks or however long it takes to fulfill the order. So like I said, dead inventory kills a business, and do not order in bulk until your brand is paying for the bulk orders and you're not coming out of your personal pocket. And that leads us right into point number 2. Go get them, Say Less Ad. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Say Less Trent. Secret number 2 that the top 1% of brand owners will never tell you. Profit is greater than revenue. Or as the great Jim Rohn would say, profits are better than wages. A lot of you guys really just want to hear that Shopify cha-ching go off whenever you get an order, or you just want to flex your Shopify numbers to your friends and post on your story. But at the end of the day, profit is greater than revenue. And there will be times with Say Less Lifestyle where we will look at our Shopify and feel good about the number that we would see. But this is accounting and economics 101. Once you take your revenue and subtract the cost of goods sold, once you pay for advertising expenses, once you're paying for your monthly Shopify subscription and whatever other expenses that your business may require, we will look up and realize that we actually didn't really make any money. And so it's so easy to be motivated by seeing a number on the screen or showing how many orders that your brand is getting. But at the end of the day, it is always important to remember that profits are better than wages. Profit is greater than revenue. So do your best to maximize profit as much as possible and cut expenses as much as possible. Find ways to get your clothes produced for a cheaper expense without cutting corners in terms of quality. Find ways to cut costs when it comes to advertising. Find more effective advertising techniques, or don't pay for advertising at all and really build your brand organically. And getting everyone who rocks with your brand on an email or SMS list so you can always communicate with them for next to nothing. And when it comes to maximizing profits, don't be scared to raise your prices. In most cases, the higher that you raise your price, the higher the perceived value is of your brand. So in the best case scenario, increase the prices of your products and decrease the cost of your expenses. Revenue is greater than profit.
Point number 3. The biggest brands make most of their money from their text/email list, not just paid advertising. Shopify has options through SMS Bump, Postscript, Klaviyo, and other apps that can be used to help you build up your text and email list. Now, you may think the main source of income and the main way to get several people over to your website is through paid advertising. In the long term, building up a text list of loyal people who probably already heard about your brand plus shopped with you before is golden, because you have people who are waiting and ready for you to drop a new product to get you to that 6-figure level and beyond. Paid advertising is great, but it should not be your main source.
So you're probably wondering, how can I grow my email or SMS text list? There are a variety of different ways, but I'm going to give you 3 quick ones. Number 1, website pop-ups. Whenever someone comes to visit your website, there should always be some sort of form or pop-up that is available to the visitor that allows them to enter in their email address or phone number in exchange for either a discount code, free shipping, or some other perk that incentivizes the visitor to give you their contact information. In business, this is referred to as a lead, someone that you can directly contact to sell a product or service to. Number 2, social media. More likely than not, If somebody's never seen your brand before and this is their first time seeing your content, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to go ahead and purchase a $100 hoodie right off rip because they saw your video. But they would be more likely to exchange either their email address or phone number for free to be updated on future drops that you may have. So be sure to use social media to generate leads and collect customer data so that you can follow up with these people later down the line and eventually turn into sales and increase the lifetime value of your customers. And the third way is simply get out on the streets. It's easy to hide behind the phone or the computer and try to do everything online. But the most effective brands are those that are in the streets, those that are being active in the community. With Say Less Lifestyle, we would be in New York City, Chicago, we would be in the streets downtown, passing out business cards and asking people to join our text list on the spot. This gave people an exciting and genuine connection with our brand. So when we texted them later down the line, letting them know that we had a drop coming up, they were more likely to go ahead and purchase. So be sure to focus on building your customer database, whether it's an email list or a text list, ideally both, so that you don't have to rely on social media content or paid advertising to get orders for your brand. If you enjoyed the video, here are 2 more that you will probably like. If you want us to help you build your clothing brand or other e-commerce store, DM the word brand to either @SayLessEd or @SayLessTrent on Instagram. And hey, have a great day. Let's get it.